Call the November 4th, 2014 regular meeting of the School Board of St. Lucie County to order. It is fabulous to see so many smiling children faces here with us tonight, and we are eager to hear all you have to provide for us. And welcome to all of you in the audience. You're in for a real treat tonight. If you would stand, please, for the pledge. We will be led by our students tonight. The Kids at Hope pledge. As an adult and a treasure hunter, I am committed to search for all the talents and skills that exist in all children and youth. I believe all children are capable of success, no exception. And now, board members.
You may be wondering what these instruments are up here. Well, we're going to tell you now. Prepare. 1, 2, here we go.
Or instruments, or instruments, or instruments. We'll tell you now. Xylophones made of wood. Xylophones made of wood. Metallophones and clocks. Metal makes them ring a lot. Metallophones and clocks. Metal makes them ring a lot.
Up.
Good evening. Tonight we'll be performing for you Pete the Cat Rockin' in My School Shoes. Story by Ed Wood and art by James Dean. Here comes Pete, strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet. 2, 3. Rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes, I'm rocking in my school shoes.
Pete is sitting at his desk when his teacher says, "Come on, Pete, down that hall to a room with books on every wall." Where is Pete?
The library.
Pete has never been to the library before. Does Pete worry?
Goodness, no.
He finds his favorite book and sings his song.
I'm reading in my school shoes, reading in my school shoes, reading in my school shoes, I'm reading in my school shoes.
Check out Pete. He's ready to eat in a big noisy room with tables and seats.
2, 3, 4.
Where is Pete?
The lunchroom.
It can be loud and busy in the lunchroom. Does Pete worry?
Goodness, no.
He sits down with his friends and sings his song.
2, 3, 4.
I'm eating in my school shoes, eating in my school shoes, eating in my school shoes, I'm eating in my school shoes.
Pete and his friends are playing outside on a green grassy field with swings and tall slides.
2, 3, 4.
Where is Pete?
The playground.
Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry?
Goodness, no.
He slides and swings and sings his song.
Playing in my school shoes, playing in my school shoes, I'm playing in my school shoes.
All day long, Pete sings this song.
2, 3, 4.
I'm playing in my school shoes, adding in my school shoes, adding in my school shoes, I'm writing in my school shoes.
When school's done, Pete rides the bus home. And Pete's mom asks him, "What did you do at school today?" And Pete says,
I'm rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes, I'm rocking in my tomorrow.
"Why does Pete do this?"
Because it's all good.
2, 3, 4.
I'm rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes, I'm rocking in my school shoes.
Thank you. Fantastic job to all of you. I just want to get in here and play some of this with you. Think that'd be all right? Yeah, just say heck with the meeting, let's just play, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to. In fact, I think I'll come to your school one day when you're in class and you can teach me some tunes on it, okay? Let me see. I want to talk to somebody. Gosh, what a big group I have here, but I'm wondering if you'll come talk to me for a minute. Come on out here. Wow, you've got a lot of friends here with you tonight. Tell us about why this is important to you, why music, and you all actually integrated some drama, some play into it tonight, and that really encompasses 2 areas of art. So tell me why it's important to you and what you get out of it.
Well, I like to join music because like music has a lot of feelings like sad, calm, lonely, and it just like it makes me feel happy inside. And it's like it reminds me of different languages and, you know, feelings. And that's why I like music.
Wow. How do you follow that, right? Thank you. So would all of you agree with that description she just gave? Hands up if you agree. Yes, I thought so. Audience, would we agree? We have a lot of family and friends of these students in the audience. If you would stand so that we can appreciate you and thank you for bringing your children here tonight to share with us. We certainly appreciate your bringing the students out tonight. And we appreciate you, students. You've done a fabulous job. And Miss Christine Hill, we just bow to you. You're a fabulous, fabulous instructor. We'll just give you a few minutes because I know there's a lot.
Chorus members, you're going to go right there with Ms. Snyder.
Well, somehow it doesn't seem quite as exciting now, does it? But wasn't that a great performance? And on a day like Election Day, to have the Star Spangled Banner sung, that was just really, really neat. We are blessed in St. Lucie County to have so many fabulous students and administrators and staff members to work with those students. So let me take this opportunity to just remind you that if any desire to be an unscheduled speaker tonight, if you would fill out the form in the back of the room and get it up to Mrs. Harrison, then we will recognize you at the appropriate time. But now it is time to move on to more good news and good things. And Madam Superintendent, I will turn it over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. We have several special orders of business this evening, beginning with our Kids at Hope proclamation. So I will ask Dr. Kevin Perry to come forward, and I believe he might be introducing our Teacher of the Year.
Madam Chair, school board members, it is a pleasure for us to come before you tonight with the Kids at Hope proclamation. And as evident by the wonderful performance that we just had by the students from Palm Point, where they actually integrated the arts into the curriculum using the book, Pete the Cat, reading with music, art, movement, and dance, right? Okay, you know I had to get that plug in, right? It's evident that we also believe and live the Kids at Hope philosophy. So at this time, I want to introduce our school liaison for Kids at Hope, Ms. Melissa Hamlin, and Heather Belitho to come join me at the podium.
As a Kids at Hope liaison, I am proud to be a part of supporting, implementing, and training the Kids at Hope philosophy in our school district. Currently, there are 21 schools who are Kids at Hope schools, and we are adding 4 more to that list this year. Part of the Kids at Hope framework is celebrating National Kids at Hope Day on November 12th. I would now like to introduce our St. Lucie County Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Heather Belitho, who truly embraces the Kids at Hope belief and practice. She will now read the Kids at Hope Day proclamation.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm so honored to be here talking about Kids at Hope. You guys know libraries and reading, they're incredibly important to me, but this is equally important, so I'm honored to have been invited to be a part of this. The proclamation of the School Board of St. Lucie County, Florida. Whereas Kids at Hope is a national initiative committed to the success of all children without exception, and whereas Kids at Hope is committed to reversing the stigma, abuse, and inherent harmful self-fulfilling prophecy associated with the expression of youth at risk. And whereas Kids at Hope advances a research-developed cultural framework which demonstrates that all children can exceed without exception when children are surrounded by adults who believe they can succeed, when children benefit from meaningful and sustainable relationships with caring adults, and when children learn to articulate their future at life's 4 major destinations of home and family, education and career, community and service, and hobbies and recreation. And whereas Kids at Hope promotes the practice of treasure hunting to ensure that all children's talents, intelligence, and positive traits are discovered. And whereas Kids at Hope has designated November 12th, 2014 as We Connect, the Power of ACEs, to recognize that children succeed when they have meaningful, sustainable relationships with caring adults. Now therefore be it resolved by the School Board of St. Lucie County, Florida, sitting in regular session duly assembled, that November 12th, 2014, I'm going to start that one again. Now therefore be it resolved by the St. Lucie County School Board, sitting in regular session duly assembled, that November 12th, 2014 is and shall be proclaimed as Kids at Hope Day, We Connect, the Power of ACEs. Be it further resolved that the School Board of St. Lucie County, Florida embraces the Kids at Hope vision and belief system, hereby proclaiming that all children are capable of success, no exceptions. Thank you.
Madam Chair, we respectfully request that you and your fabulous board members will approve and adopt this proclamation for National Kids at Hope Day.
Board members, do I hear a motion for approval? Moved by Ms. Hensley, second by Dr. Mills. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0, and thank you so much for being here with the proclamation.
Thank you. And as we move on to our United Way campaign kickoff, which began today, we ought to align Kids at Hope with United Way because our United Way supports the initiatives of the district. They help fund our liaison for Kids at Hope, and we thank them for that. So Ms. Carrie Patrick, if you could come forward and introduce our representatives from the United Way this evening.
Certainly. And Madam Chair, board members, Superintendent Yost, the United Way of St. Lucie County's mission is to improve lives by mobilizing the caring power of our community with the goal to create long-lasting changes that prevent problems from happening in the first place. And in so doing, the United Way of St. Lucie County is working to advance the common good by focusing on education, income, and health. These 3 legs align very well with the mission of St. Lucie Public Schools, which is to ensure that all students graduate from safe and caring schools equipped with knowledge, skills, and desire to succeed. United Way of St. Lucie County works in collaboration with St. Lucie Public Schools to support its annual campaign. And at this time, I would like to publicly recognize and thank Mrs. Janice Sizemore, who serves as St. Lucie Public Schools liaison in this effort. Mrs. Sizemore, would you please stand and be recognized? And from United Way here tonight to share a bit more about the campaign is Mrs. Karen Knapp, who is president, and Mr. Horace Webb, who is the campaign chair.
Boy, she's hired, right? She knows all about United Way. She actually used the words that I was going to use, but I can add a few more. Last year, United Way helped over 88,000 people in St. Lucie County. We not only help children and fund children's programs and initiatives like Kids at Hope, but we also help people all ages. So when you give to United Way, you're giving to help your entire community, and you're giving to health and human service programs that are going to help the entire community. I have with me today a very special person. He is the chairman of our campaign, and he is a United Way board member. And I'm going to let Horace share with you a little bit about why he does this and why we are so thankful to the school board and to all the employees of the school district and all the children that help raise the funds to help people in their community.
Thank you very much, Karen, and to the members of the school board. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here today. This is a very special day for me. It began at 5:45 this morning when one of my sons called me to tell me that, remember, Dad, you were going to get up and volunteer today to encourage people to exercise the most cherished right that we have as Americans, and that is to vote. So that's what I've been doing all day, and I'm pleased to cap this day to be here with you to say thank you on behalf of the United Way Board of Directors for allowing the United Way to conduct a campaign in the public schools in this county. And if you'll permit me a point of personal privilege, I was thinking about this as I was coming over here today. With the exception of me, who went into business, and one of my brothers who became a physician, I cannot think of anyone in my family, both my immediate family and extended family on my mother's side and extended family on my father's side, who is not either a minister or a teacher. And most all of them were teachers, including my father, who was a minister and a school principal as well. So I am well aware of the gifts that teachers give to the communities in which they serve and to this particular community as teachers in the St. Lucie County public school systems. I want to thank them for their efforts and their gifts to the United Way. And those gifts that they give to the United Way will come back to them to the ratio of 1 to 16. For every dollar that we collect from them or they give to the United Way, it is expected that $16 will be returned to the classroom in some form or another, either coming from the federal government or other resources. So I thank them. I thank you. I thank the school system for allowing the United Way to come into the schools and solicit our campaign. And we hope that this year it will be as successful as ever. And again, we want to express our sincere appreciation for allowing us to come into the school system. Thank you.
Thank you. Our United Way certainly does support our community. That concludes our orders of business under the special orders of business for the evening.
Thank you, Madam Superintendent. We will move to our time of reporting. CTA report. Well, welcome back, Christine Hill.
Good evening, Chairperson Holly, Superintendent Yost, and board members. Just a few comments tonight, and we just want to, they asked me to reiterate the fact that we want to be involved in the superintendent search and want to continue being a partner in that, because we know that as we're partners that it helps the whole school system if we're kind of in on that. And so I'm not sure where we are with that because I'm not involved, but I know that we have representatives on that committee, and I know that it's on its way. So we're glad to be able to be partners with you all on that. We've also been making progress with negotiations. Things have been rolling along pretty well, and we have a lot of LOUs, which are letters of understanding, of course, that are about ready to be ratified, and so we're glad to be able to continue in this positive manner of negotiations because, again, we feel that as we work as partners, that that's the best way to accomplish what we all want, is what's best for our students here in St. Lucie County. And then kind of on a personal note, on behalf of the elementary music specialists and other performing arts at the elementary level, we were really happy to have the additional supplement be approved by the school board last school board meeting. Many of us work with students before and after school and have been doing it for years and years and years without getting any compensation for it because it's what we love, and we know how important it is to the students to have this opportunity to enhance their musical abilities that sometimes can't be done in the classroom. They get to enhance and explore their musical abilities. And so we were very happy to see that happen, and hopefully that more programs in other schools will be able to be established now that a supplement is available for those teachers to undertake that. So we just thank you for that, and that is all I have to say tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Hill, for being here, and we do appreciate you mentioning the supplement and expanding on that a little bit. We appreciate that very much. Thank you. Anyone here from CWA? I don't see anyone, so we will move to our consent agenda. Board members, we have the agenda before us. Might I entertain a motion to accept the agenda as presented? Moved by Ms. Hensley. Second by Dr. Mills. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Board members, after reviewing the agenda, are there any items that you see that you need to declare a conflict with before we vote? Hearing none, Madam Superintendent will receive your recommendation.
Yes, ma'am. I recommend the board approve a total of 15 consent agenda items this evening, beginning with number 7.1 and ending with number 13.1 as presented.
Thank you, Madam Superintendent. Board members, are there any items that you wish to have comment upon? Any items that you wish to discuss separately and therefore vote on separately? Hearing none, we have received the recommendation from the superintendent. Do I hear a motion for approval? Moved by Ms. Hilson, second by Ms. Hensley. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And now we move to our other business, Madam Superintendent, for the stipulated findings, please.
Yes, ma'am. I recommend the board approve stipulated findings of fact, conclusions of law and penalty, and final orders number 468 through 470 as presented.
Board members, we have received the recommendation. Do I hear a motion? Moved by Dr. Mills, second by Ms. Hilson. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And we now move then, Madam Superintendent, to your report.
Absolutely. Just a few announcements this evening, beginning with a reminder that we have a scheduled tractor night beginning at 6 p.m. Thursday evening at the Fenn Center. This is an opportunity for our 8th grade families to review tractor opportunities that might be available beginning in 9th grade for their high school students. Additionally, a reminder that this weekend is our celebration sponsored by the Education Foundation. Our event will be held at Meadowwood this year. And then finally, a congratulatory note for our drama students. There was competition that occurred Saturday. St. Lucie West Centennial High School and Lincoln Park Academy were awarded the Critics' Choice Award. And as the representatives for District 15, they will lead us into state competition. Also, kudos to Fort Pierce Central for their drama competition, where they receive an excellence in performance and a superior in technical utilization of drama equipment. So congratulations to our drama students and their programs. It's a great Saturday afternoon.
Also might tag on to that is tomorrow night, the college night that's available at Port St. Lucie Civic Center.
That is
right?
correct, and I believe that begins at 6 o'clock as well.
Yeah, good. Well, we want all of our students, they're graduating college ready, so get out there and see what all those colleges and universities have to offer. There's 60 plus that will be represented there tomorrow night.
And that's a collaboration between Martin and St. Lucie County with the colleges. So
fabulous.
It'll be a fun evening.
Okay. Mr. Harrell, any report tonight? Okay, thank you. And school board members, Ms. Hensley, we'll begin with you tonight.
Just a reminder that Monday we actually have our multi-county work group. We're meeting at Stewart on 11:30. And anybody could attend. It would be a good idea to be there and have your voice heard. We will be discussing the next year's priorities. Most of the next year's priorities we've already discussed to a degree, but we will be fine-tuning those, and so we'll be ready to share those in a broader scope. And those issues actually will be, as you know, part of the consortium packet also. So it's, as many people as can get there. If every county is represented, it does make us a little bit stronger when we have our conversation.
Thank you, Ms. Hensley. Ms. Hilson? No report. Dr. Mills?
Good evening. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Superintendent Search Community Advisory Committee. Just want to encourage you to please play an active role. We selected an advisory committee a couple of years ago, and we've been working with that group. Some did not show up at the first meeting that we had, so we just want to encourage all of our advisory committee people to make sure that you show up at the different meetings that we will have as we progress along to selecting a superintendent. Your input is extremely important, and your advice will be adhered to. But if you're not there, we can't use it. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you to come out when you are contacted regarding the superintendent search. Also wanted to acknowledge the appreciation as well as what our chair has stated to our CTA representative, Ms. Christine Hill. Thank you for acknowledging the supplements and the things that we do that's great here in St. Lucie County. It encourages the board as well as the board encouraging our staff and our children. So thank you for that acknowledgement tonight. I wanted to also make an announcement regarding the STEM battle that's coming up, our science, technology, engineering, and mathematics battle that we will be having, I believe is November the 21st. Good, it was in my mind, okay. It will be held at the Sunrise Theater, and it's a great time where our children do rapping and include that into STEM. And so what they're learning in the sciences and the technologies and the engineering and the mathematics. So we're asking the community to come out and encourage our children. And I believe the entrance fee is a canned good, some sort of non-perishable food item. So that will be at the Sunrise Theater. I do not have the time, but I know it will be in the evening. And just wanted to make that awareness to our community. Last but not least, I want to thank everyone personally for re-electing me into office. I appreciate that. It's a relief that I don't have to be at the polls tonight, and that it happened for me in the primaries, and I just want to say thank you. I'm a representative for the state of Florida as well as for you, and I appreciate that people who go out and vote and make sure that the person that they would like to see represent them continue in the office. So I humbly thank you for your vote. And it's not too late to go out. I believe the polls are open till 7 o'clock p.m. tonight. So anyone that can hear the sound of my voice, if you haven't voted, I see our superintendent voted today, and I did early voting, so I'm clear. Again, thank you for your vote. I appreciate that. I wanted you to know that.
No report, Mr. Ingersoll? All right. I don't have a report either, other than to echo the sentiment that it's 5:30, so you still have an hour and a half if you haven't voted. Exercise that right and responsibility. Again, we appreciate all of you being here tonight. We appreciate all you bring to the St. Lucie Public School System. And we will see you in 2 weeks. We are adjourned.